Ever wondered why Leo men can be so charismatic yet so challenging? Today, we delve into the lion's den to explore the captivating charm of the Leo man. Leo men are often likened to the king of the jungle, not just because of their zodiac sign, but because of their natural charisma, leadership abilities, and magnetic personalities. They are known to be warm, generous, and fiercely loyal, traits that often make them attractive to those around them. There's no denying that a Leo man can light up a room with his radiant energy and infectious enthusiasm. But just like a coin has two sides, so does the Leo man. While their charisma and leadership skills can be appealing, these traits can also manifest in ways that are less attractive. For instance, their natural leadership can sometimes morph into a dominating attitude, where they feel the need to control every situation. They are also known for their stubbornness. A Leo man likes to do things his way, and it can be quite a challenge to convince him otherwise. This rigid mindset, while it can be indicative of a strong will and determination, can also lead to conflicts, especially in relationships. Then there's their pride, a defining trait of Leo men. While a healthy sense of pride can be admirable, an inflated sense can lead to arrogance. They have a strong desire to be admired and respected, and this can sometimes overshadow their ability to empathize with others. Finally, let's not forget their fiery temperament. Leo men are passionate and intense, which can be enticing, but this fire can also burn too hot and too fast, leading to explosive situations. Understanding the Leo man is like understanding the dual nature of fire. It can provide warmth and light, but it can also cause destruction. It's important to remember that while their charisma and leadership are attractive, these traits can also lead to challenges in relationships. Now that we've scratched the surface of the Leo man's charisma, let's dig deeper into their darker tendencies. Beneath the Leo man's charm could lurk a narcissistic roar. Let's identify these tendencies. A Leo man with his magnetic charisma can sweep you off your feet, but it's crucial to understand the potential darker side that can accompany this sun sign. Narcissism, a trait marked by an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, can be intertwined with the Leo man's personality. So what are the signs of narcissism within the context of Leo personality traits? One key sign is a need for control. Leo men, like the kings of the jungle they represent, often harbor a desire to rule. They may exhibit a constant need to be in charge, dictating the terms of a relationship, and expecting others to fall in line with their plans. This controlling behavior can be subtle, wrapped in the guise of strong leadership or decisive action, but it's a clear red flag of narcissism. Another sign is self-centeredness. Leos are known for their self-confidence, which can be a positive trait when balanced. But when it tips into self-absorption, it's a different story. A narcissistic Leo man may constantly steer conversations towards himself, showing little interest in others' thoughts or feelings. He may also demonstrate a lack of empathy, struggling to understand or share the feelings of others. This self-centeredness has a profound impact on relationships. It can lead to one-sided interactions, where the Leo man's needs and wants are always prioritized. Over time, this can drain the energy and happiness from those around him, leaving them feeling unappreciated and unheard. But remember, not all Leo men are narcissists. These traits are tendencies, not certainties. It's about spotting patterns of behavior that indicate a lack of respect for others' boundaries and feelings. Understanding this is a step toward healthier interactions and relationships. Identifying narcissistic tendencies in Leo men is crucial. Now let's explore their need for adoration. The lion, king of the jungle, craves adoration and attention. But how does this translate in relationships? When we think of Leo men, we often picture a charismatic individual who naturally draws attention. The spotlight loves them and, well, they love it right back. This trait is deeply embedded in their psyche, making them inherently crave adoration. They want to be admired, to be the center of attention, to be the king of their own little jungle. But why is this so? Astrologically speaking, Leos are ruled by the sun, the most radiant and visible celestial body. Just as the sun is the center of our solar system, Leo men often feel the need to be at the center of social situations, basking in the warmth of the admiration that comes their way. However, this need for adoration can sometimes translate into narcissistic tendencies. A Leo man might become so accustomed to the limelight that he starts expecting constant praise and adoration. He may develop a sense of entitlement, believing that he deserves to be treated as royalty at all times. This can put a strain on relationships. When a Leo man's need for attention becomes excessive, it can overshadow the needs of his partner. He may struggle to empathize with others, as his focus remains on fulfilling his own need for adoration. He may even resort to manipulation or power plays to keep the spotlight firmly on him. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding this need for adoration is the first step to navigating a relationship with a Leo man. It helps to remember that this need stems from a place of insecurity. Leos crave adoration because they want to feel loved and appreciated. They want to feel valued and important. When approached with empathy and understanding, this desire for adoration can be managed. It's all about striking a balance, about making sure that the Leo man feels admired without letting his need for attention dominate the relationship. Understanding the Leo man's need for adoration helps us navigate their ego and pride. Leo men are known for their strong ego and pride. How can we manage this in a relationship? This question brings us to the heart of our discussion today: the navigation of ego and pride in a relationship with a Leo man. Just like the lion that represents their sign, Leo men have a regal sense of self-pride and a robust ego. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. A healthy dose of pride can fuel ambition, confidence, and drive. However, when these traits are inflated, they can form a barrier in relationships, creating an imbalance of power and a lack of mutual respect. Consider a relationship as a dance. It takes two to tango, right? But if one dancer is constantly leading, never allowing the other to take a turn, the dance loses its harmony. The same is true in a relationship with a Leo man with an overblown ego. If his pride takes the lead all the time, it can stifle communication, understanding, and mutual growth. So how do we manage this? How do we navigate this ego and pride? The first step is acknowledging it. Understand that his ego is a part of who he is, but it doesn't have to define your relationship. Next, it's vital to maintain open and honest communication. If his ego is becoming a problem, address it. It's essential to express your feelings without attacking his character. Approach the topic with love, understanding, and a desire for mutual growth. Remember, it's not about tearing him down, but about building a stronger relationship together. Also, practice patience. Changing behavioral patterns doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that requires continuous effort from both parties. Lastly, don't forget to affirm your worth. If you find his ego overshadowing your own identity or self-worth, remind yourself that you are equally important. Your thoughts, feelings, and aspirations matter just as much as his. Managing the Leo man's ego and pride is a challenge, but setting healthy boundaries can help. And that's what we'll dive into next. In the wild, the lioness sets the boundaries. Let's empower ourselves to do the same in our relationships with Leo men. So how do we go about building healthy boundaries? It starts with understanding our own worth. We are all unique, valuable individuals, deserving of respect and kindness. This understanding is the foundation upon which we can build strong boundaries. Next, it's crucial to communicate these boundaries clearly. Be open about your expectations and your limits. Remember, you're not asking for permission. You're informing them about the rules of engagement in your relationship. Another key tool in your arsenal is the power of no. The word no is a complete sentence, and it's one of the most powerful tools we have to assert our boundaries. Don't shy away from using it when necessary. It's not about being confrontational. It's about preserving your self-worth. In dealing with Leo men, particularly those with narcissistic tendencies, it's important to remember that their need for adoration and attention can sometimes overshadow your needs. This is where your boundaries come into play. Stand firm in your resolve, and don't compromise your boundaries for the sake of their ego. At the same time, it's important to understand that setting boundaries doesn't mean shutting down communication. Open, honest dialogue is key. It's about creating a safe space where both parties feel heard and respected. Be patient with yourself. Building healthy boundaries is a process, not a destination. It takes time to unlearn old habits and establish new ones. And remember, it's okay to adjust your boundaries as you grow and learn more about yourself and your relationship. Finally, don't underestimate the support of a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. They can provide an outside perspective and offer guidance when navigating these sometimes challenging waters. Ladies, understanding Leo men and setting healthy boundaries can help navigate the challenging terrain of their narcissistic tendencies. Remember, you are the lioness. You set the boundaries.